Harcourts, Rata and Co auction number 3 at 4 Ash Street in Thomastown. My name is Robert Ozzimo. I proudly represent the company of Harcourts, Rata and Co, and I'm joined here today by Amelia Faber and Joel Viavattene, who no doubt you've had the great pleasure of meeting throughout the marketing campaign. Guys, let me share with you now the following announcements which in place have you bid and buy with absolute confidence here today. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules, and any additional conditions are made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price as the auctioneer. I'll indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and provides for fines for such conduct. The rules permit for vendor bids. The words I'll use during the auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. The contract of sale has been on display prior to today's auction. We call for 10% deposit upon the fall of the hammer and the signing of that contract to take place here today, with the balance to be paid at settlement in a flexible 30 to 60 days time, at which time the vendor will provide the lucky buyer with vacant possession of the property. All in all, quite a straightforward contract. Everything is in there. Everything is quite clear. So buyers, is with my highest recommendation what we offer for your consideration and competition here today. A great opportunity, an easy decision for any first home buyer, an easy decision for any investor in this central Thomastown location, where we've got access to everything that you need for a great lifestyle and for capital growth. Easy access to the Western Ring Road, providing simple access into the city, not far away at all from many shopping options, not the least of which are May Road and Station Street. There you'll also find Thomastown Station and Laylaw Station, providing simple access again into the city. So in terms of location, it does absolutely tick every single box, and it's central locations like this which encourage that capital growth because of the infrastructure that underpins it. Add to that a great quality two-bedroom unit. You can tell from the moment that you walk in the door that we are dealing here with a quality builder. You can buy with absolute peace of mind. And one more thing to add, never mind the weather today, because the market is absolutely hot. It has gone from strength to strength in 2025 and will continue to do so, especially as interest rates continue to fall. So the question that you must ask yourself today is, do you wait and pay that capital growth that we're sure to experience down the track, or do you be decisive? Do you act now, be bold, get the sold sticker on the board and earn that capital growth? The decision could not be more clear. If you're here to do just that, if you'd like to put the sold sticker on the board, right now, buyers, is your opportunity to reserve that right. Where can I see a fair and reasonable starting bid for 3 at 4 Ash Street? Who'd like to start us off, buyers? I don't mind the call. I'm in your hands. Start me where you like. Few shy bidders among us here.
520.
At 520, a strong start, sir, at 520,000. At 520,000, stamping your authority on these proceedings here. At 520,000 to those other buyers here today. Don't let it scare you off. It's just a big start. You can have 1, 2. At 520,000, welcome, sir. Best of luck. At 520,000, now fairly been offered. At 520, the bid. At 520,000, now fairly been offered. Bids here, my left, against everyone else at 20. At 520,000, once. At 520, we're done. At 520,000. At 530, welcome, sir. Best of luck, 30. The competition's at 40 now got. At 540 and 50. At 550,000. At 550,000, let me make it absolutely clear. I'm not going inside. I'm not referring to the vendor. There's no halftime break at 55 now. Keys are here. We're on the market and selling at 60. At 560,000, we sell here today at 65. At 570 now. At 570,000, fairly been offered at 70 bids there. Opportunity with you. At 575 now. At 575. At 575,000 bids here. Let me make it clear one more time. I'm not going inside. We're on the market. We sell here today. We're playing for keeps. If you're waiting for a halftime break, it's not going to happen. I'm out here till we sell. At 575,000 bids here. Keys are here at 80 now. And welcome. Best of luck at 580,000. At 580,000, fresh competition. You've worked hard to get those keys, so don't lose them just yet. At 580 the bid. At 580,000 and 87.5. At 587.5 now. At 587,590 now. Same courtesy there, sir. At 590,000, fairly been offered the bids here at 90. At 590,000, we sell here today. At 590,000. At 590,000, fairly been offered now at 590. At 590,000, bids here. Keys are here at 90. Once at 590, are we all done? At 2.5, sir. At 590, 2.5, and the bid back at 95 now. At 595, at 595,000, at 595,000 bids here against you, sir. At 595, the bid. At 595,000 on the market and playing for keeps. If you've come to buy, bid me now or forever hold your peace because we're on the market. We sell. You have the keys, ma'am. At 95, at 595,000, we're selling for the first call at 595. Are we done?
597.
At 597, welcome. Best of luck at 97. 600 beckons surely. At 597,000, the bid's at 97. At $597,000 now. At 597,000, bids here, keys are here. We're on the market and selling at 597. At 597,000, fairly been offered now. At 97, the bid. First call at 99, welcome back, sir, at 99. A short jump to 6 at 599,000. It was a great bid, but one's not enough at 599. At 599,000, bids there, sold the keys at 99. At 599,000, fairly been offered. First call at 599 at 600,000, welcome back, and even money at that at 1 at 601 now. At 601,000, at 601,000 now, fairly been offered. Bid back there, keys back there at 601. At 601,000, sir, we're definitely done here. Definitely. Thank you very much for your bidding here today. At 601,000 bids there. Opportunity with you, ma'am. And also here, we're definitely done. Thank you. At 601,000 the bid. At 602. At 602 now. At 602 the bid. At 602 and 3 now. At 603. At 603,000 fairly been offered. Might take a bigger bid to break the gridlock here today. Big bids do buy property at 603 and the bid's there. At 603,000 we're on the market. We sell. We play for keeps. Once a hammer falls, sold is sold. Gone is gone. At $603,000 a bid. At 605 welcome back. At 605. At 605,000. Now they told me they were out soon and they came back in. We have to test their resolve now surely. At 605 and the bid's there. At 605,000 maybe one last big bid might just get it for you. At 605,000 fairly been offered now. At 605. At 605,000 bids there. Keys are there. We sell once at 605 all done. Twice at 605,000 done and finished. Third, final call at 605 all done. All finished.
Half, Rob.
At 605 and a half now, 605 and a half. At 605,500 bid there now, 605 and a half. At 605,500 the bid. Fairly been offered. Bids there, keys are there. Don't walk away for half. At 605.5. At 605,500 now the bid. On the market and selling. If I haven't made that clear, I'm sure I have. At 605 and a half now. We sell away if there's no better bid. At 605 and a half for the first call. At 605,500 all done. Second call at 605 and a half, done and finished. Third, final call, 605,500, all done, all finished, all sold and out. Definitely done here. Man, we're done over here. Definitely out this time. You've told me that once before. We're done this time. Absolutely sure. Thank you very much again for your bidding. So 605 and a half, leave the keys here. I have your absolute best here today. Thank you for your spirited bidding here today at 605,500. Bids here, keys are here. We sell once.
606.
At I thought you were telling me where to go. At 606,000. At 606,000, you're welcome back at 606. It was the wrong finger. At 606,000, we're back there. At 606 and the bid's there. At 606,000, fairly been offered now. 606, bid there. Back against you at 606. You had them on the ropes. The keys were in your pocket. You almost kept them. You might with one more bid. At 606,000, keys are there now. At 606, the bid. At 606,000, first call at 606. All done. Second call at 606, done and finished. Third, final call, 606,000, all done, all finished. Silent out at 606, done here. So we're definitely done over there. One more time, tell me you're right, I'll sell over there. Or give me 500,000 or 1,000, get you back on top. 606 a bid. If you're in two minds about it,
Yeah, 500.
at 500 now, 606 and a half. At 606,500, we're back here now at 606 and a half. At 606,500, are we absolutely sure? That's twice you've told me now. At 606 and a half now, fairly been offered on the market and selling. At 606,500 for the first time at 606 and a half, done. Second call at 606,500, done and finished. Third, final call, 606,500, all done, all finished, all silent and out at 606 and a half. Tell me one more time, you're out at 607, at 607,000, at 607,000. We're back there now at 607, at 607,000. You're absolutely sure this time, as she's done enough at 607,000. I'll give you a moment to think about it. I'll count to 3 and I'll circle back at 607 the bid. At 607,000 now, we're selling at 607 in the absence of any further bidding here today. First call at 607, done. Second call, 607. Third, final call at $607,000 the bid. All done, all finished. Silent out at 607, done there, done here. Ma'am, tell me you're done one more time, we'll sell. Thank you very much for your spirited bidding here today. At 607,000, we're selling, selling, selling. So, congratulations and well bid. Please join me congratulating our purchasers and our vendors here today. You've just witnessed another successful Harcourts Rata & Co auction. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.